AAA user, since Arthur Smith knows Jurrell Casey, thoughts on Atlanta adding him, okay? Or thoughts on Antwaun Woods since they are signing former Falcons players. All right, that's actually kind of funny. If I was the Atlanta Falcons, I get the Arthur Smith connection. Casey, this now, he used to play with the Titans. But Antwaun Woods or Jurrell Casey, before I give you my answer, you know what? I'll ask you guys. Type JC for Casey or type AW for Antwaun Woods. If you were the Atlanta Falcons, which free agent defensive tackle would you go out and get? I think Woods is probably a good player. However, this is a pretty easy one for me. I'm going to go Jurrell Casey. Yes, he was banged up last year, played in only 3 games, but when healthy, I mean, this is a pretty easy one. I'm going to go ahead and say Jurrell Casey. What's up, Rashawn Golden? I think cornerback is still a need for the Falcons, and why not go out and sign Richard Sherman? I mean, any team out there that has a need at corner, sure, you're going to be interested in Sherman. The issue is this. I don't see Richard going to a team like Atlanta. He wants to get paid. I don't know if Atlanta can do that. And the Falcons want to go with more of a youth movement. In terms of teams that have expressed interest in him or he's expressed interest in, it's the Raiders, it's the Jets, the 49ers, Seahawks, and the Saints. Those are probably the top 5 teams there. So, no, I don't see Sherman going to Atlanta. All right, y'all, I want to get to 250,000 subscribers. We need 3,574 more to go. I remember the day that we hit our first 1,000 subs here. I remember the day we hit 50th, 100,000. The way that this channel continues to grow is by having awesome people who continue to watch us and also spreading the word. So if you could, take the link that y'all see below, send it to some friends out there and be like, hey, well, this is a cool YouTube channel. They do sports content. They get interactive. So Mariners fan, Joe Mannix, Broadway, Kobe, and then Taryn Winfield, I'm looking at you. Spread the love here at Chat Sports, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. Let's go to Rashard Lee. Predict Rookie of the Year. Okay, so the Rookie of the Year in the 2021 NFL, I mean, if it's offensive, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence is going to be my easy pick just because he was the number 1 overall pick. We know he's going to get playing time right away. We'll see what happens with Zach Wilson. We'll see what other quarterbacks end up playing right away. I mean, if Justin Fields plays right away, that could definitely be an option there. In terms of defense, I'll go with, this might be an unpopular opinion. That's fine. The show's about. I'm going to go with Odafe Oweh, edge rusher from Baltimore. He's got some big shoes to be able to fill with, you're not having Matthew Judon, and it normally goes to somebody with a lot of sacks. Sure, he didn't have any sacks this past year at Penn State, but he's athletic. He's going to be able to fit into a good defense. Prove me wrong, Odafe, but maybe I'm just a Penn Stater. Let's go to Anthony A. Who's the worst quarterback in the NFL? I mean, in the entire NFL, I might say Nathan Peterman. I don't know how that guy continues to get a job. If you're talking about the worst starting quarterback, I might actually go Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is probably, I'm trying to think of all the other guys. It depends who starts in Chicago. If Andy Dalton's there, I mean, I'd still probably actually rather have Dalton. No, I think Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts. If in terms of the worst starting quarterback, yeah, I'm probably going to go with Jalen Hurts. Everyday Jam, what playoff last year do you see having a huge fall off? All right, so which playoff team last year do you see having a huge fall off? I mean, I might go Green Bay just for the simple fact of all this drama. And if they do move on from Rodgers and he doesn't play there, I mean, they go from being a top 10 team to I don't even think they're in the top 20. Like, they have a lot of good pieces around them. But if Jordan Love's going to be your starting quarterback, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be an absolute disaster. So, as it stands right now, I'm going to go out and say the Green Bay Packers. All right, we got gave the Falcons draft grade a B+. Thoughts on the Falcons quarterback and DB depth chart? I mean, you got Matt Ryan. I think that he's okay. I know there's a lot of trade rumors around him. If I was an NFL team, I would love to have him. And then DB depth chart, I still think it's one of the weaker units in the league. But if A.J. Terrell can take a step up, sure, they'd be a little bit I think then if he could step up, they would be average.
Folks, Chat Sports is now on the News Break app. Download it today at chatsports.com/newsbreak. Right there, bottom of your screen. Also, right there, top as well. It's not just sports videos you can get, by the way, from Chat Sports. There's local news and weather, politics, food, pop culture, all kinds of important stuff that you would normally get in the paper. But like the paper, who gets it delivered these days anymore? Exactly. Now, it's all right on your phone. So get the local news that you need by downloading the app at chatsports.com/newsbreak. Newsbreak. We will put that link in the comment section and in the description. And oh, by the way, when you download it using our link, it helps support the show as well. So go get it today, chatsports.com/newsbreak. One more time for you guys. I will put that link in the comment section and in the description to help make your lives a little bit easier. All right, Hunter84. Could a Gilmore for Julio trade work, or do the Falcons just want picks? I think in the end, although I appreciate you trying to be creative there with a Gilmore-Julio Jones swap, in theory, the point of the Falcons moving on from Julio is to save money, which, okay, makes sense. But if you're bringing on Gilmore, you're going to pay him, and then all of a sudden you're not saving money. From a need perspective for both teams, a swap of some type, Page is probably giving up picks as well, actually does kind of make some sense. But I think if the Falcons do trade Julio Jones, I think it would be for picks. Of course, they just spent their first-round pick on a tight end. Feels like they're trying to win right now. Trading away Julio Jones does not do that. From Conway Stern, did the Falcons mess up by not drafting any of the quarterbacks this year? I actually don't think so. If you weren't going to take one at 4, which Lance was off the board, so it was down to Justin Fields, I would have been fine taking Fields. But if you weren't going to go quarterback at 4, I didn't see the benefit of taking a Davis Mills, a Kyle Trask, a Kellen Mond. I don't think those guys are going to develop into legitimate starting caliber quarterbacks. So, and even if they are, it was a really long shot reach there. You had all these needs on defense, on the offensive line, etc. So I actually get that from the Falcons' perspective. I got no problem with them passing on a quarterback this year, because next year's class doesn't appear to be as top-heavy right now, but the depth is much better. Now, which team do you think had the best NFL draft class this year? My vote, the Chicago Bears. We did an entire breakdown of draft grades, but I want to hear from you guys as well on today's video. Get your votes in and let me know who you think had the best draft class in 2021. Top 5 of the worst picks from the NFL draft. Expletive deleted. Player the Cowboys took is the clear number 1. Other than him, who do you have? I'll go 4 here. I got in order of where they were taken. Trey McKitty was a not top 150 guy for me, so I love what the Chargers did overall, but that was a reach at number 98. Deshaun Wright, I still don't get that pick at number 99 overall. Kene Nwangu, I like as a special teamer. I think he's going to be really good as a kick return guy. I don't know if you draft that guy at 119. That was like a good 50, 60 picks early. And then kicker Evan McPherson out of Florida. Don't draft kickers because the Bengals didn't learn their lesson the last time that they did that. From Mikey, which team will most likely pick number 1 next year, and what options are there to pick? Great question. We will see which team ends up picking number 1 overall. Probably a team not in a great quarterback spot. I'm tempted to throw shade at producer Sam and say the Denver Broncos, but I don't think that's really going to be the case. You'll find some bad teams out there this year. In terms of the options, how about this? How about you make sure your notifications are set to all, because we will do a 2022 way too early NFL mock draft in the very near future. So make sure your notifications are set to all. The default on YouTube is personalized, which means that you'll miss videos. So hit the bell button on your app. Make sure it's set to all instead of personalized. Less than a quarter of you guys who are subscribed actually have it set up that way. Let's get that changed. Make sure those notifications are set to all. And stay tuned for our 2022 NFL mock draft.